the dead of night. The sky over Israel lit up. Sirens screamed. Interceptors launched, and a missile from Yemen roared across borders as Washington's shadow war with the Houthis explodes into daylight. A regional firestorm threatens to spiral out of control in the dark hours of April 23rd morning. A new front in the regional storm flared up. Yemen's Houthi rebels launched a rare ballistic missile strike aimed at northern Israel, triggering sirens across Haifa and the Sea of Galilee. The Israeli military scrambled to respond, launching an interceptor and claiming a successful shootdown. Residents reported hearing ominous booms ripped through the pre-dawn silence, a stark reminder that the conflict's reach is expanding. While the Houthis haven't officially claimed responsibility for the strike, all eyes are on them as the U.S. intensifies its ongoing airstrike campaign. Since mid-March, American warplanes have battered Houthi positions across Yemen, from Herdito's port infrastructure to telecom hubs in Marib, trying to cripple the group's ability to strike. But the Houthis aren't backing down. Just hours earlier, they claimed to have shot down yet another U.S. NQ-9 Reaper drone, a $30 million piece of high-altitude surveillance tech using what they say was a locally made missile. If true, it would mark the 26th Reaper down by the group over the last decade. A humiliating number for the Pentagon to go up to. The missile force of the Yemeni Houthi armed forces carried out a significant military operation targeting a vital target of the Zionist enemy in the occupied Haifa area with a hypersonic ballistic missile dubbed "Why the Grace of God." The missile reached its target, and the intercept systems failed to intercept it. And it caused a state of fear and panic among the Zionist settlers, with more than 2 million Zionists heading to shelters. The drone force of the Yemeni Houthi armed forces also carried out a military operation targeting a vital target in the occupied Jaffa, Tel Aviv area with a drone of the Jaffa type. While Washington denies direct Iranian control over the Houthis, Tehran's fingerprints are everywhere for missiles found in war zones to intercept it. Armed shipments defying the UN embargo, with drones falling from the skies and missiles flying toward Israel. The Houthi-American confrontation is no longer just a shadow war. It's blazing into the open and dragging more players into a fire that refuses to be contained. In the early hours of April 23rd, sirens wailed across northern Israel, a familiar sound in a region gripped by escalating conflict. The Israeli military announced it had most likely intercepted a missile launched from Yemen, targeting areas near Haifa and the Sea of Galilee. While no casualties or damage were reported, the tension was palpable, with residents jolted awake by the deafening sound of defense systems springing into action. An interceptor was launched toward the missile, and the missile was most likely successfully intercepted. Source: Israel Defense Forces, April 23, 2025. The missile is believed to have been fired by Yemen's Houthi rebels, the Iran-backed armed movement known as Ansar Allah, which controls much of northern and western Yemen. The Houthis have made no secret of their intentions. They are striking out in what they call solidarity with Palestinians in response to Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza. Since the outbreak of full-scale war in Gaza, the Houthis have expanded their operations beyond maritime attacks in the Red Sea, now reaching directly into Israeli airspace. While Israel's powerful air defense systems, including the Arrow and David Sling, have largely neutralized these threats, the psychological and geopolitical impact is undeniable. Meanwhile, Israel's National Ambulance Service, Megan David Adam, confirmed it received no emergency calls, signaling that the missile caused no physical harm. Although the implications of the launch remain a serious issue for Israel as the Houthis ramp up their regional role, drawing American and Israeli firepower into the Yemeni theater. This latest attempted strike sends a clear message: the conflict in Gaza is spilling beyond borders and new fronts are opening fast. Tensions are reaching a boiling point in the Red Sea. The Houthis, Yemen's Iran-backed rebel force, Ansar Allah, have just claimed direct strikes on not one, but two American aircraft carrier groups, the USS Harry Truman and USS Carl Vinson, according to fiery statements from Houthi military spokesman Yahya Sari. The rebels unleashed cruise missiles and drones in dual-coordinated assaults on U.S. naval assets in the Red and Arabian Seas. Missile troops, drone units, and naval forces conducted two military operations against American aircraft carriers, the USS Harry Truman and Carl Vinson, and their associated ships in the Red and Arabian Seas, using cruise missiles and drones. The Houthis say their operations are retaliation for what they call America's aggression on Yemen and a show of solidarity with Palestinians amid Israel's ongoing military campaign in Gaza. And they're not stopping there. Sari also confirmed that Houthi forces shot down their 7th U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone this month, a significant blow to American aerial dominance. This latest escalation follows months of maritime chaos, with Houthi forces targeting Israeli-linked vessels and disrupting key shipping lanes through the Red Sea and Mandab Strait. While a brief Gaza ceasefire saw the rebels suspend their attacks on Israel, they've since resumed their strikes with renewed fury. Since March 15th, following a direct order from President Donald Trump, the U.S. has pounded Houthi positions in Yemen with airstrikes. The stated mission: defend American interests and keep vital sea lanes open. But the Houthis aren't backing down. And as drones clash with destroyers, this volatile stretch of sea risks becoming the next front in a full-blown regional war.